the Seattle Seahawks, taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Lock now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tough.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Drew Lock, sack. A loss of 5 yards.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 10 carries, 54 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Lock working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he powers his way up past the 30. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. Now Leonard Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll try the jet sweep here. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Jerry Jeudy, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Brady. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 1st down, Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Brady. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On the run, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At the 35-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Don't do us like that.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out.
He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Lock. Open man here, Sims, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete.
Steven Sims, 64 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Able to shake it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Brady. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
20.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he comes back with one complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over instead.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Locks throw caught by Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Locke. This is the tight end to Njoku. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 12-yard.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's able to put it through.
33. Broncos 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Locke now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
A loss of 7 yards.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there.
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's up and good. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Again, it's Locke. A pass underneath for Fournette. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
Now Locke again. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Locke looks to throw it again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Pass.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
5-yard pickup.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 5.
Now a play fake. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That throw by Brady incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is out of bounds here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the gun, it's Brady. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back?
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
This is it.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack. A loss of 5 yards.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Lock on the slant, completes to Sutton. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Block working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Launch pass. Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
From the gun, Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final try for Locke. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Today's final scores.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.